Okay, so sorry that the screen is has a little bit of a glare. So we have a lot of patients that are babies that are colicky, and parents, that come in with the baby said, "Oh, well, another mom told me about it, or another family told me about it. I don't know how this is going to help with colic, but I'm willing to try anything at this point." So a lot of times they'll say, listen, they don't know what causes colic, but obviously most people know the baby's really crying. A lot of people, they have a theory that it's gastrointestinal issues, it could be digestion, it could be constipation. What we say to people, and we say this to adults also, and this is a research study done, by the way, on colic. So Weiberg in 1999 wanted to determine whether there's a short-term effect of, they call it spinal manipulation, we call it adjustments on infantile colic. And if you're a mom dealing with, or a dad dealing with a baby that's crying, if you look at right here, and again, I'm sorry this is shaky, from the trial day, by trial days 4 to 7, hours of crying were reduced by 1 hour in the dimethicone. I think that's a medication that they gave. So that helped to improve it by 1 hour, 2.4 hours in the manipulation group. So more than 2.5 times the effect. On days 8 through 11, crying was reduced by 1 hour for the drug group and 2.7. So it actually improved with the spinal manipulation group. So the kids that got adjusted cried less, 2.7 times less. I just know when they come in, they just want that baby to stop crying. But these are notes from this is like postdoctoral education in pediatrics through the ICPA. I've done a lot of courses with them, and I'm going through another one right now. But these are the notes, a lot of heavy notes, like 48 pages of notes. But I came across this research, which is awesome. But what we tell our patients is, whatever the theory is, and whatever they think might be causing it or might not be causing it, what we say is this: look, when your spine is stuck and locked up, or what we call subluxated, okay, we educate our patients and our parents on what we call a 3D model. The first D is dyskinesia. It means abnormal motion. The second D is disafferentation, means that when the spine's stuck and locked up, and most of the time you can't feel it, so even as an adult, your spine could be stuck and you don't feel it. It's like tooth decay. It's like, another analogy I use is, you woke up this morning and you didn't say, oh, my cholesterol feels high. You need a blood test. So your spine could be stuck. So we do hands-on checks, we do thermal scans on kids, we do postural evaluation, a digital posture evaluation with pregnant moms, but with people that can stand that aren't pregnant. As soon as a kid can stand and an adult, we do digital motion study x-rays on the adults, or a kid that can follow those, basically those steps that they need to do to do the motion study. But once a kid can just stand on their own, we take x-rays and we want to see alignment. But when we lay people on the table, we're doing a hands-on check. We can see and we can feel if the joints are stuck. So when those joints are stuck, that dyskinesia leads to disafferentation, means negative stress signals are sent to the brain, causes release in stress hormones, and it puts your body into a fight or flight stress response. It's called dysautonomia. That's the third D. When we adjust, gentle adjustments, and listen, it's interesting because a lot of people come in, is this safe? What's this going to do for my kid? And I understand that. And I always say, well, they survived the birth process. That's aggressive, right? This is a lot safer than that. And I'll always ask them, look, we're always going to take the safest, most non-invasive approach here. But I will always ask them, when it comes to, safety for your child, don't you want to do the most non-invasive thing? It's like, yeah. So definitely safety is super important, and yes, it's very safe, but we do these gentle adjustments to these babies and these kids, and it sends good information to the brain. So subluxations send bad information to the brain. Adjustments send positive proprioceptive information up to the cerebellum, through the spinal cerebellar tract, and it affects the vagus nerve. So polyvagal theory has been around for a long time. We tap into that vagus nerve neurologically. No one else can do that. Okay, so we're licensed and trained to actually detect and correct subluxations. That's what my license is for. We're the only ones that do that. So you want to go to someone that specializes in this. But this is just a study I came across, which is really cool. But I've been taking care of kids since 2001. So, I mean, just in the office, these kids just rest, they digest, they sleep better, they're less fussy, and they cry less. So I'm actually waiting to get a testimonial from one of our awesome patients who brought their baby in, who's doing a lot better. All right, so I hope this makes sense. But yeah, so if we can get your kid crying less, if they're a colicky baby, bring them in, get them to a pediatric chiropractor. So again, my name is Dr. Tassi, and if you're not around here, we can try to help you find someone, but the ICPA is a good reference, a good resource. The ICPA, the International Chiropractic Pediatric Association. That's who I'm doing this course through right now currently. This is an online course, just a lot of reading, a lot of science, but I love it. So, all right, cool, talk to you soon.